Good morning. It may not be morning where you're at, but it's morning here where I live. Yeah, I'm kind of just gonna shoot off the dome with this video, so forgive me if I'm all over the place. Yeah, I feel not too bad today, you know. The main thing I want to talk about is why do girls... No. That's not what I want to talk about. That's not what I want to talk about. Okay, hold on. The thing I want to talk about today is we have to make love, not have sex. Yeah, that's the topic. Okay? Okay, so having sex is just like, you're just doing it, you know? You're just you know, just like just messing around, you know, like just doing that primal urge. But like when you make love with someone, it's deeper than that. It's spiritual. You're connecting with that person in a way that you haven't connected with anybody. You're so vulnerable. So I get mad when girls always think that guys just want to have sex. No, there's guys out there who want to make love, and I'm one of them. I want to make love. Like, I'd rather do that than have sex, because if you're making love with someone, you're putting in the effort. You really chose this person to do this stuff with. It's not like you're just gonna sleep around and just mess with any girl, or you're just gonna keep messing with girls on the side. Like, if you're making love with someone, you chose this person, and you don't care what if the outcome is they have a baby. You know, you're ready for that. You already decided in your mind, okay, if we're making love, there's a possibility that we might have a child, and I take full responsibility. For the next 18 years of my life, I will be there for that kid. And you really have to, like... I had an experience the other day where I was talking to this girl, and she thought that we were texting like every single day. And mind you, I don't even text my mom every day. So why should I text somebody that I barely know every day? And at the end of our friendship, she got mad at me because I stopped texting her for one day, and she thought that I only wanted her for sex. No, honey. No. I'm not that guy. If I want to do stuff with you, it's gonna be for love, not for sex. It's completely different. Completely different. You know? And it really hurt me, you know? Because I get it. It's a sexual marketplace or whatever. Like, that's what everybody says. And that's like the main thing being transacted. But no, like, we don't have to follow that game. You know, we could create our own, you know, what's it called? Like, our own ways of thinking, you know? Like, I didn't even make any moves on her the whole time I was with her. And actually, like, we were just friends. So... anyways, make love, not sex. I've been abstinent for a year, and that means I haven't had sex like with anybody. And I stopped busting on myself, as Steph is cool to say. I stopped that, and my life has changed for the better. And now what I'm looking for in life is to find a good woman that I could, like, you know, make love to, and not just have carnal sex, you know, like just make love to somebody. Like, does anybody relate to me on that? Like, don't you feel like you're tired of just giving into that lust feeling, like just doing it just to do it, because like deep down inside there's something broken that needs to be found and healed? For me, it was fear. I realized that the reason why I kept having one night stands with people and like just moving on from person to person is because I was fearful. I had this fear inside that I wouldn't be successful, that I wouldn't be a great person, that things wouldn't work out in my life, and that I'd struggle for the rest of my life. And I was suppressing that feeling, that emotion with just, you know, bussing. So that word's so funny to me. I don't know why. But we gotta take that time out of our lives to really go into nature, you know? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for a hike, you know, after the gym. I'm gonna go for a hike. I'm gonna go into the middle woods, and I'm gonna sit with that fear, and I'm gonna cry. Yep. I'm gonna try and cry, because men have a hard time crying, and it's okay to cry. We need to cry in this life. It releases, you know, so much. But I'm eating a peach. Yeah, I'm a little bit all over the place with this video. Couldn't really find a topic, kind of just shot off the dome. But yeah, make love, not sex. Peace.